Here are two examples from multiplying polynomials section of Edgenuity. So we have here, what is the product? So product we are multiplying. So although we don't see it here, there is a multiplication operator. So here you just start from left to right. So here we see 3 times 5, which is 15. So right off the bat, we could eliminate this choice and get rid of that choice. So let's use red. Right, so we have 15 right there. And then we're just going to move on over, and you see it's a squared times a to the power of 3. So if you actually expand it, a squared is a times a cubed is a times a times a. So you'll notice when we multiply all of these together, there's a total of 5. It's a to the 5th power. So there's actually a pattern. If you look at the exponents here, 2 and 3, if you just add the exponents, you'll notice you get 5. So right here we have a to the 5th power. So using the same pattern, we have our variable b next. You see the exponent, b to the 7th power, b to the 8th power. I could, if I wanted to, take my time and write it all out. B times b, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? This is b7. And if I want b to the 8th power, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if I multiply all of them together, you can count all of them. Or previously we realized that the exponents, you just need to add them. So 7 plus 8 is 15. And if we actually count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have a total of 15, b to the 15th power. And then there's our answer right here. So you'll notice there's an answer 56. So they were hoping that we would make a mistake. They were hoping that we would do 7 times 8, right, and get 56. But you'll notice if we write it all out, we're not multiplying, we're adding the exponents. That's why we have a total of 15. So that's the first example. And then here's the second one. So you might think, whoa, Miss So, our example, this one looks way harder. It looks harder because we have more terms. So you'll see we have, we have one term here, 2 terms. So we have a binomial here, and we have 3 terms here. So we have a trinomial. And because we have multiple terms, we have to use distributive property to make sure we're multiplying by each term. Previously, we didn't have to do distributive property because we only have one term here and another term here. So let's try this out. So I'm going to start off by highlighting this first term, negative 6 a to the 3rd power times b. And this term we're going to multiply to this one. Distribute, distribute. So let's start. So once again, we go from left to right. So let's see, negative 6 times 5. Seems like a fire truck is going by. Just gonna wait for it to pass. Okay, it's gone. So we have negative 6 times 5. So we have negative 30. I have a to the power of 3 times a to the power of 2. So once again, when we're multiplying the exponents, we add them. So we have a to the power of 5. And then b, we don't have any b's on the second term, so it's just b. So I want you to notice, without continuing on, we can kind of check our work. If you look at the first term, right? Each answer choice, it seems like here, this one that was incorrect, it's the positive version. But because the 6 was a negative, it's negative. So actually, if you wanted to stop here, we could, right? Just get this first answer choice. But if you want to continue, I do want to show all the steps. So I'm going to just keep going, but if you want to stop here, you can. I'm going to continue. So negative 6 times negative 2 is positive 12. A cubed times A. So this A, you might think, so there's no exponent, but there is a power to the 1. So a to the power of 3 times a to the power of 1 is a to the power of 4, b to the power of 3. And then we have plus 6a cubed b squared. So we have this, and then let me just move what I have in pink down here. We multiplied this first term and we distributed to every term here, but we also want to do the same thing with this term. I'm going to use green arrows. I'm going to do the arrows downwards so the arrows don't overlap. And we do the same thing. So I'm going to add it here. So we have 2ab squared times 5a squared. So 2 times 5 is positive 10. A to the third power, b to the second power. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. A squared, b fourth. And then the last one, negative 2ab cubed. And we did everything. So you might think, Miss So, why do we have more terms than the answer choices? There might be something here that we can simplify. So we want to look at our variables to see if we have any like terms. Let's see. Here are my like terms. A cubed b second, a cubed b second. Right? Do you see how the variables are exactly the same? Since they're exactly the same, we could combine these like terms. So this would be 16a cubed b to the second power. And then the other ones don't match up. You might think, oh, 4, 3, a to the fourth, b cubed, and none of these really match up, so I'm just going to rewrite them. Negative 30a to the fifth power, b plus 12a to the fourth power, b cubed, plus what I simplified earlier, minus 4a to the second power, b fourth, minus 2ab cubed. And then you can actually go back to the answer choice we were going to pick initially, and you'll notice everything matches up perfectly.